Hola TAs! Today you're in for a treat again, yay, because I'm about to show you part 2 of my interview with Courtney. So what this section is about today is her experience as an MA student in a newer program, so one that has come to fruition within the last couple of years at Carleton, as well as her experience as a teaching assistant who shares the position of being a TA with a couple of other TAs. So what I mean by that is that her and a couple of people from her program are assigned to the same professor and the same class. So I hope you enjoy her talk and you find it relevant, because I do. See you later!
Hello! So I'm Courtney, and I just wanted to tell you guys a bit about my master's program because it's exciting and fun and new. I am a first year student in the Masters of Women's and Gender Studies. And this is a brand new program. We're actually the first year to be going through it, which is exciting because there's only 8 of us. So not only is it, you need to have only 8 people in like your entire year, but because we're the first year, we're the 8 people in the entire program. So it's been an interesting experience. It's really fun. There have been a couple times where with some of our classes, they're not really sure how they want the syllabus to work, what they want to cover, so they kind of used us as guinea pigs a little bit, but it's been a really good experience because we kind of get to play with that and tell them what works and what doesn't. And then we also get the exciting experience of next year when the second year comes through, we get to sort of see how our suggestions have applied to classes and how they're going and all that good stuff.
So a question I had for you, Courtney, is how you're finding being a teaching assistant when there are more than one teaching assistant assigned to each professor.
So there are 8 of us, so 4 of us are with one professor, and then 2 are with another, and then the next 2 are with 2 separate professors, and they TA independently. It's really interesting having all 4 of us because we have a very large class. We're the first year Introduction to Women's and Gender Studies, and there's like 600 students in the class. So basically when it comes to things like marking, we split it up so that each TA takes the students from their own tutorials, which is a really good way to go about it because you kind of can like track the students' work and see, oh, this person has really improved from the first essay they handed in, or this isn't really up to their usual standard, maybe something's wrong. And so it's a really interesting way to do that. The only problems we usually have with it is if they're handing in an assignment and it's somebody who's like never come to lectures, never come to tutorial, and they don't know who their TA is, so they just like pick one of us and just like hand it in. Like the first essay we went through, I ended up with like 72 essays in my file, and one of the other ones only had 20 because none of the students knew that that's how we were splitting it up, or who their TA were, or all of that stuff. So it's definitely an interesting experience